Hey, what's up guys, darkbreaker here in today's video with the patch 4.3D first look. So this patch comes out next Thursday, so that's gonna be on 12th October. And the main thing about the first look is that the Janna Rework is gonna come with this. So I hope you guys will enjoy this video and let's get started. I'm gonna talk, or we're gonna run through the first look and see what changes they did for each champion and how I think it's gonna affect the meta. Yeah, make sure to leave a like and subscribe and let's get started. So first, let's get started with the champion buffs. For Renekton, Renekton is actually getting a pretty big buff. The first ability, the base damage of the first ability is getting increased by 10 at each rank. Then the healing, the base health regeneration is getting increased at every rank by 2. And the bonus damage is getting increased by 15 at every rank. So the first ability is going to do more damage and it's going to heal you more. Then for Xingqiu's second ability, the slash damage is getting increased by 10 at every rank, plus better scaling, giving Xingqiu even more damage right now. So more base damage plus better scaling. So the more attack damage Xingqiu has, the more damage he will do. So I guess Yumu's Trinity on Xingqiu can be very devastating. Furthermore, we have a Wukong buff coming. Wukong's first ability, health regeneration, is getting increased by from 30 to 50. So at every rank 20 more, then the base damage is getting increased by 10 at every rank, and the attack damage ratio is getting increased by 0.05 at every rank. So more damage and more healing on the first ability, and the cooldown of the second ability is getting reduced by 1 at every rank. The cooldown doesn't matter too much, but first ability, major buff on Wukong. And I also felt like Wukong hasn't been that strong in the meta right now. I'm not sure why, but my win rate on Wukong is really not that good right now. Now, for Kayn, the passive of the Darken, his red form, is getting increased by 2% base health regeneration. Then the first ability, Darken damage of target's maximum health, is getting increased by 1% base plus bonus attack damage increased from 0.04 to 0.06. So Darken, the red Kayn form, is getting yeah, way more damage against tanky champions. Now for Katarina got nerfed. The base damage of her passive is getting reduced by 10, plus the scaling is getting reduced as well by 2. Then the attack damage ratio is getting lowered from 45 to 30 only. So this is actually a pretty significant damage nerf on Katarina, I would say. But to be fair, you're not getting that much attack damage anyways, but still. The base damage is still getting nerfed by 15. Now for the runes, we have some buffs for runes. Eyeball Collection. This is mainly 3 from the domination path. I also felt like the domination path wasn't that strong, so let's see. The attack damage gain from each takedown is getting increased, so the total amount of attack damage and ability power is getting increased from 15 to 20 and from 30 to 40. And for Ingenious Hunter, the skill haste is getting increased from 40 to 45 in total. Honestly, Ingenious Hunter is pretty garbage, so I don't know. I think they should remove Ingenious Hunter and add something else instead. For Zombie Ward, they also increased the maximum amount of attack damage and ability power you're getting in total and slash per takedown. I mean, it's nice to have, but these runes are very snowball reliant and I don't know, they're not that insanely good. Inspiration, Hackstack, Flash, Disruption. Channeling time of longer flash distance is getting reduced from 3 to 2 seconds. Maintaining time for flashing to the longest distance is getting increased from 3.5 seconds to 4.5 seconds. So you can do like a short flash and a long flash, but you have to channel longer, I guess. Okay, I see. I mean, it's nice to have buffs, but nothing major in my opinion. Let's move on to item buffs. For item buffs, Ancient Coin, one-time gold gain is getting increased from 55 to 65, and regeneration is also getting increased from 15 to 65 to 20 to 80. I guess because people don't really like to run Ancient Coin and everyone is abusing Relic Shield most of the times, or even the Sickle. So they want people to go more variety for the support items and try the Ancient Coin as well, giving you more gold and more regeneration. Dustblade, big buff by the way. Dustblade armor penetration is getting increased by 3 in total. On top of that, the base damage of the passive is getting increased from 20 to 60. And late game from 125 to 160. On top of that, the slowdown time is getting increased as well from 0.25 to 0.35 seconds. Maybe Kha'Zix is gonna spam Dustblade more again. Or maybe Kayn as well. Mercury Threats is gonna give you more HP now, but they're reducing the magic damage reduction from 15 seconds to 12 seconds, similar to Steel Caps. Magnetron Enchant, the distance, maximum movement distance is getting increased and the cooldown is getting decreased. Honestly, no one's running this rune. I think it's not that good. No one's running this enchantment. It's not that good. Boots of Dynamism, the cost is getting decreased and the armor penetration getting increased. Very good for assassins. So that's a buff for assassins. And Berserker's Greaves attack damage is also getting increased. So, also for bruisers and assassins in the jungle can be good, and for some ADCs. For the item nerfs, we have plated steel caps getting nerfed even further from 15% to 12% and now only 10% physical damage reduction. And Relic Shield is getting nerfed, the regeneration from 20 to 15 and 65. Wait, what? I just realized a Relic Shield regeneration was higher than Ancient Coin beforehand already. So they're buffing Ancient Coin and nerfing Relic Shield. Now for the adjustments. This is a major rework. Janna Rework. I want to hear your guys' opinion about this. So let's get started. The passive. Bonus movement speed gained is getting decreased from 8% to 5%. The first ability, magic damage, is getting late game. Oh, Janna mid lane potentially. Ability power is getting increased and late game base damage is getting increased. Time it takes for the storm to reach its destination is getting decreased from 1 second to 0.5 seconds. You can pretty much immediately channel the first ability now. Now Zephyr. Zephyr is a major change, by the way. Magic damage 55% is getting lowered. The base damage is lower, the ability power is lower, and the movement speed is also lower. The cooldown is getting increased, but the thing is, Zephyr hits 3 people. 3 people. Zephyr hits 3 people. It can give you allies movement speed, and it can give yourself and your allies movement speed at the same time. So you can hit multiple targets instead of just one target. That's why they're nerfing the damage. Now for the third ability, the shielding is getting decreased. The ability power is also getting decreased. But you're shielding multiple targets. You're shielding yourself, you're shielding an ally, and you can shield the turret at the same time. So that's pretty lovely, huh? But normally it's usually yourself and an ally now. That's why they're nerfing the base stats and the AP ratio as well. Interesting. But the first ability does way more damage now. AP ratio. Base damage and AP ratio of the second ability is getting nerfed. Cooldown is getting increased, but you're hitting multiple people and you're getting movement speed on top of that. Now, for the ultimate. The ultimate healing is getting nerfed and the ability power. Oh wow. I'm not sure how that's gonna affect Janna. So the base healing, regeneration per second, is getting nerfed. And the ability power ratio is getting nerfed. So Janna's healing value is way worse. What they did though is, Janna's ultimate can't be cancelled. So if you're using your ultimate, you can walk, and the ultimate doesn't cancel anymore. but they're nerfing the healing by a lot. Base and scaling, like everything, base and scaling is getting nerfed, by the way. Minus the first ability. The first ability scales better now and does more damage in the late game. So the tornado does way more damage, but I mean the Zephyr also, you can hit multiple people at the same time. The shielding, you can shield multiple people, yourself and an ally. The ultimate, less healing though. Interesting, I need to try. What's your guys' opinion about the changes now? Harmonic Echo, the gold cost is getting reduced. The healing is getting increased by from 70 to 130. Major buff. Major buff for Harmonic Echo for enchanters. Interesting. Honestly, I'm not sure how this is gonna affect Janna. I'm not sure, but I mean, knowing how it's gonna be, it's probably gonna be a major buff. The rework. What do you guys think? The tornado just comes out immediately, by the way. Tornado comes out immediately, doing a lot of damage. Zephyr hits multiple people. Everyone is getting movement speed as well. Third ability, you can shield multiple people. Not sure, we need to try it out, but that's good for the first look. I think Xingqiu, Renekton, and Wukong are pretty big buffs. I mean, not OP buffs, but Wukong big buff, Renekton big buff, Xingqiu big buff. So that's that. And for the nerfs, Katarina, yeah, I mean, it's slightly nerf. Dustblade, big. The boots are also getting buffed as well. And Steel Cap's getting nerfed. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I see you guys. Bye bye.